Remedias Butros, entry number 2, week 1. Today is June 9, 2024. I would like to talk in this entry about the chapter number 2 that I read, the response to intervention, or MTSS. I really enjoy reading this chapter. I like this major a lot, intervention. I like it. And while I'm reading through this chapter, I was making so much connection between the information that I was reading and between the 1 year experience as interventionist educational aid. When I was educational aid, I did not, because I just worked for 1 year, but I did not understand exactly about the tiers. And I know there are levels, but I didn't know more information about what does mean and who's supposed to work with each tier and what is the major thing that they will be focused in each tier. I really enjoy dive and those information more in details when I was reading this chapter, and especially about when they were talking about the tiers. And I really like happy to understand those tiers more. But I remember, like, when I was educational aid, the interventionist, I worked with 2 interventionist teacher. They said I cannot teach the tier 3. This is my first year. So they give me the tier 1, those high kids that they just need to work with them to maintain their high level, actually, or like enrichment. So I work with different grades and on enrichment, reading and math program. So this is one information. This is remind me when I was reading about intervention. It's not just for the low kids or like the kids that they need support. It's even for those kids that are high and need to enrich their levels more. And also, like, one of the new information for me was about, it's most of them new information for me, but about tier 2, that this tool is supplemental instruction. They follow supplemental instruction tool. And this tier, most of the time, those kids can be again back on track. And they just need like a one push, or like not one push. They just need like small push or some support with specific minute to be reinforce the skill they've been taught in school and a class, actually. And this is tier could interventionist give it to them, this intervention minute I meant, or the classroom teacher can work with them on this. So that's make again for me a clear, very clear picture as an educator, because I work with this in this major, but I didn't know much information. So this is complete the picture for me, which has helped me a lot to understand it. One of the connection that I was made and remind me with my daughter, actually. So this connection I made as a parent remind me with my daughter's situation when I was reading about the tier 3, and I'm really glad that I know this information now, because I can at least ask the school about some specific stuff. So like tier 3, those kids need to, like, those kids need to be supported, or those kids require a specially designed to meet their individual needs. Like, you cannot work with them in anything. You have to design a plan to work on their needs or their skills that they need. And this tier supposed to be taught by interventionist or specialist who has a good experience or special education. She can contribute with that. Because my daughter last year, she was second grade, and in her first test, the fall test, she was tier 3 in reading. What had happened that she was gone the first semester with educational aid working on her reading skills, and it was not working. Actually, she was not working on reading skills, she was just working on reading small story. So in her winter semester, in her winter test, she did not show any progress. She was in the same level exactly. She did not show any progress. So that's make me feel like this intervention did not work with her. So I talked to her teacher. They said, yeah, that's why we're gonna move her to interventionist, offer to group that interventions work with them. But we couldn't. We like they always we wait 10 weeks to figure out if this work or no, and then they would change the plan. So when interventionists work with her in the second semester, she showed much more better progress, and her score in spring test was much better. But I was thinking, like, if they built, like, she was tier 3, that means she need to be in with interventionist, and also she need to have designed a plan to match her skill or the skill that she needs. If they would do that in the first semester, she will be much better by the end of the year. But they waste the first semester and this 10 week, and because the first semester, like, it's barely like 10 week between the starting and the exam score and preparing the group. But just the point that I really now understand how much is important to build a plan for tier 3 or tier 2, to build the good plan that match the skills that they need. Because if they would do this with my daughter in the first semester, she will show more progress in the winter score and then in the spring. But they waste the first semester and then they start in the spring one. This is the information that I really like, because it's so important to focus on the skill that the kids need, not just go on a group and read anything, wasting time. Thank you so much.